The Twiddle Twins Amusement Park Mystery by Howard Goldsmith. Illustrations by Charles Jordan. Contents: Where is Blippo? Buried treasure. Poor Blippo. Checking the rides. The giant. Where is Blippo? Have you seen Blippo? Tabitha Twiddle asked Timothy, her twin brother. Why, is he missing? Timothy asked. Of course he's missing, said Tabitha. Otherwise I wouldn't be asking you. Where did you leave him? Timothy asked. If I knew that, I wouldn't be looking for him, answered Tabitha sadly. Let's look for him together, Timothy suggested. Did you look in the bathroom? You always leave your toys there. They ran to the bathroom. Blippo wasn't there. Where can he be? Tabitha cried. Did you look in your toy box? Asked Timothy. Of course I did. That was the first place I looked, Tabitha answered. Well then, let's look again, said Timothy. They ran to Tabitha's toy box. Blippo wasn't there either. They looked under Tabitha's bed. Come out, wherever you are, Blippo, called Tabitha. Blippo can't understand you, said Timothy. He's only a toy hippo. Blippo is real to me, Tabitha said. They searched all the rooms of the house. Then they looked in the attic and the basement. No Blippo. He's gone forever, Tabitha sobbed. I'll never see my Blippo again. Come back, Blippo. Buried treasure. Timothy thought hard. Did you play outside in the yard today? He asked Tabitha. Yes, Tabitha answered. Come on, I bet we'll find Blippo there, Timothy said. But Blippo wasn't in the front yard. The twins ran around the back of the house. Clarabelle was curled up under the porch. Clarabelle, the twins cried together. Clarabelle sprang to her feet. Here, Clarabelle, Timothy called. Did you take Blippo to play with? Clarabelle glanced from Timothy to Tabitha and from Tabitha to Timothy. Then she took off like a shot. Come back, Clarabelle, Tabitha called. You haven't done anything wrong. Just show us where you put Blippo. Clarabelle circled the house 5 times with Tabitha and Timothy right behind her. Finally, Clarabelle ran into the house. Maybe she buried Blippo the way she buries her toy mouse, Tabitha said. Poor Blippo, buried alive. Timothy and Tabitha began digging up the backyard. They found Clarabelle's rubber mouse, a flea collar, a tangled ball of yarn, 6 fish bones, and 5 empty cat food cans, but no Blippo. Here's my magnifying glass, Tabitha yelled. And my old sneakers, Timothy exclaimed. But still no Blippo. Where could he be? Poor Blippo. Let's put our heads together, Timothy said. Tabitha bumped heads with Timothy. Ouch, Timothy exclaimed. I meant, let's put our heads together and think. Where did you go this morning? I know, said Tabitha. I went to the playground. Let's go, Timothy cried. In the playground, Tabitha and Timothy looked by the swings, they looked under the slide, they looked on the seesaws, they looked all over, but there was no sign of Blippo. I remember now, Tabitha cried. I left Blippo in the sandbox. They ran to the sandbox. It was empty except for some footprints. Look, said Timothy. Here are Blippo's footprints in the corner. See? His 4 little toes. I forgot to take Blippo home with me, Tabitha said, close to tears. I just left him here. Poor thing. Poor Blippo. He's an orphan now. Don't cry, said Timothy, trying to comfort her. Someone probably found him. Let's ask in the playground office. Sorry, nobody turned in a toy hippo, said the playground director. Tabitha was broken-hearted. She turned to leave with Timothy. Wait, the director said, calling them back. Come to think of it, I did see a girl playing with a toy hippo. Where? Timothy and Tabitha asked together. What did she look like? She was over near the sandbox, but I don't remember how she looked, said the director. I was too busy to pay attention. Think, Tabitha pleaded. Please. The man thought hard. Sorry, that's all I can tell you. Thank you, said Timothy and Tabitha. Disappointed, they left the office. Checking the rides. On their way out of the playground, Tabitha and Timothy met their friend Daisy. Daisy, I lost Blippo, Tabitha said. But I found him in the sandbox, Daisy said. You found him? Tabitha shouted, jumping up and down excitedly. Yes, I was holding him for you, said Daisy. Oh, thank you, Tabitha cried. Where is he? Well, that's the problem. I lost him too, said Daisy with a weak smile. What? You lost him? Tabitha and Timothy exclaimed. Where? I think I left him at the amusement park, Daisy answered. Let's go find him, said Tabitha, pulling Daisy and Timothy by their hands. When they reached the amusement park, Daisy looked around puzzled. She scratched her head. Where had she been? Did you go on any rides? Timothy asked. I went on the merry-go-round. Maybe I left him there, Daisy answered. They bought ride tickets and hopped on the merry-go-round. Around and round they whirled, but Blippo wasn't on the merry-go-round. Next, Daisy headed for the roller coaster. She jumped into the front car. The twins hopped in too. Up, down, went the roller coaster at lightning speed, but Blippo wasn't on the roller coaster either. Daisy ran down the boardwalk to the bumper cars. Tabitha and Timothy followed close behind. They all jumped into bumper cars searching for Blippo. Crash, bam, went the cars spinning off each other with loud bumps. Round and round they spun, but Blippo was nowhere to be found. The giant. Daisy and the twins staggered off the bumper cars. I'm dizzy, said Timothy. Me too, said Daisy. Who's dizzy? Asked Tabitha, nearly falling over. Tabitha was eager to continue the search. Did you go anyplace else? She asked Daisy. I know. I went to the Hall of Mirrors, said Daisy, but I got scared and ran out. You might have left Blippo there, said Tabitha. They bought tickets and ran into the Hall of Mirrors. One mirror made them look tall and thin. Hey, Skinny, Tabitha said to Daisy, look at you. Another mirror made them look short and fat. See that, said Timothy. We look like bowling balls with legs. And another mirror made them all look tiny and wavy. Look, Tabitha suddenly cried, a giant, over there. Timothy jumped back. Then he looked again. That's not a giant, he said. It's something in a mirror. Tabitha looked carefully. It's a giant Blippo, she shouted. Blippo is in the giant mirror. Daisy and the twins ran over to the mirror. As they stepped in front of it, they became giants too. And at their feet stood Blippo. He looked as if he were staring straight into the mirror. Tabitha picked up Blippo and gave him a big hug. Oh, Blippo, I missed you, she said. Hip, hippo, hooray, squeaked Blippo as Tabitha squeezed him tightly. As Timothy, Tabitha, and Daisy left the amusement park happily, Clarabelle ran up to them. Clarabelle was playing detective too. She had followed them all the way to the amusement park. Clarabelle, Tabitha and Timothy exclaimed, we found Blippo. Clarabelle jumped up and licked Blippo's face. Clarabelle thinks Blippo is her toy, said Timothy, laughing. Hip, hippo, hooray! Bippo squeaked again.